settling into a position that feels completely supported, either sitting comfortably or lying down, noticing the points of contact with the surface beneath you, feeling the weight of your body grounding you. And as you settle, allow your attention to arrive fully in this moment, present, aware, noticing the gentle rhythm of your breath, in and out, steady, effortless, a rhythm that naturally guides you inward, toward your body, towards subtle signals that are always present, waiting to be noticed. Bring your awareness to the body now, noticing sensations across your torso, your limbs, your head, your neck, the points where you feel pressure, warmth, tingling, or release. Simply noticing without judgment, observing without altering. And as you observe, allow a gentle curiosity to arise, a sense of exploring the body from the inside out, sensing the subtle communications that are constantly occurring, signals of need, of energy, of nourishment, of fullness. Now bring to mind the idea of hunger, that internal signal that arises naturally before eating. Notice the way it manifests in your body. Perhaps a light emptiness in the stomach, a fluttering sensation, a sense of anticipation, perhaps even subtle tension or restlessness. And as you notice, allow yourself to differentiate between true physical hunger and other signals that might appear emotions, habit, environment, or even boredom. Simply observe, allowing curiosity to guide you. Focus on the sensations of the stomach now, noticing the patterns that arise as energy is needed, subtle contractions, a soft, hollow feeling, warmth, subtle shifting. Each sensation a message from your body, a guide to when nourishment is truly needed. And as you observe, imagine the mind and body collaborating, creating awareness around these natural cues, building trust in the body's ability to signal need accurately, effortlessly, naturally, continuously. Shift attention now to fullness, noticing the signals that arise as the body receives nourishment. Subtle changes in tension, expansion, or relaxation in the stomach. Shifts in energy, alertness, or comfort, perhaps a softening. A quieting of hunger signals, each sensation an invitation to pause, to check in with the body, to honor the process of eating without overextending, without pushing past natural limits. And as awareness deepens, imagine a gentle internal map forming, guiding you intuitively to stop when the body has received enough, naturally, effortlessly, continuously. Bring attention to the connection between breath and these signals, noticing how inhalation and exhalation can enhance awareness, how pausing between bites allows the body to communicate clearly, how the mind can observe subtle changes in sensation without interference. And as you rest in this awareness, imagine breathing in trust, breathing out doubt, allowing each breath to strengthen confidence in your body's natural wisdom, effortlessly, continuously. Now consider external triggers that might distract from hunger and fullness signals. Sights, smells, social cues, habits, noticing how easily the mind can respond automatically. And as you observe, imagine creating a gentle pause, a space where the body's natural signals are prioritized, where awareness allows the internal cues to guide decisions, noticing that with each conscious pause, choice becomes clearer, easier, more aligned with your body's needs, effortlessly, naturally, continuously. Focus on the subtle emotional context of eating, noticing when emotions influence desire for food, perhaps a craving, a longing, a habitual reach for comfort. And as you observe, allow awareness to act as a gentle observer, noticing the difference between emotional prompts and true physical hunger. And as this distinction becomes clearer, imagine cultivating a balance, responding to emotional cues with curiosity, compassion, and mindful attention, rather than automatic action, effortlessly, naturally, continuously. Shift attention now to visualization. Imagine approaching a meal with full awareness, noticing the color, shape, aroma, texture. And as you imagine this, notice the subtle internal signals of hunger beginning to arise. Observe them closely. Sense the body's invitation to nourishment, noticing how the first bite aligns with internal cues, not rushing, not forcing, simply listening, responding, integrating awareness of hunger and fullness with every movement, every sensation. And as this visualization unfolds, imagine these patterns embedding in your mind and body, becoming habitual, natural, effortless, continuously. Bring awareness to the pauses between bites, moments of reflection, sensing fullness. As it grows, noticing subtle shifts, slight changes in posture, in breath, in energy. And as you observe, allow each pause to reinforce internal guidance. Each pause a gentle check-in with the body, cultivating trust in its ability to signal appropriately. And noticing how this practice can carry into real-life eating experiences, seamlessly, naturally, continuously. Focus now on the idea of curiosity and playfulness, exploring food as a rich sensory experience, noticing flavors, textures, temperatures, allowing awareness to explore without judgment or pressure, imagining that each meal becomes a laboratory of discovery, a practice of mindfulness and presence. And as curiosity deepens, notice how enjoyment and awareness reinforce one another, creating a positive feedback loop that encourages mindful, intuitive eating, effortlessly, naturally, continuously. Shift attention to past experiences, noticing times when hunger and fullness signals were ignored or overridden. And as you observe, allow understanding and compassion to arise, recognizing that each moment is an opportunity to practice differently, to respond with awareness, to cultivate trust in the body's wisdom. And as you rest in this recognition, imagine reinforcing new neural pathways that support mindful attention to hunger and fullness, effortlessly, continuously. Now bring focus to subtle bodily sensations, noticing digestion, warmth, movement, tension, or ease. And as you observe, imagine the body communicating more clearly, each meal reinforcing awareness, each choice strengthening the mind-body connection, the nervous system learning to respond naturally to signals. And as this integration deepens, notice a sense of ease, a sense of alignment, a sense of trust in the body's natural rhythms. Effortlessly, continuously, shift attention to the mind, noticing thoughts and beliefs about eating, hunger, and fullness. Perhaps old patterns, judgments, or assumptions. And as you observe, imagine them floating by, allowing space for curiosity, observation, and choice, noticing how awareness transforms automatic reactions into conscious responses, how presence allows the body's wisdom to guide eating decisions naturally, effortlessly, continuously. Focus now on integration, imagining awareness, curiosity, breath, sensation, and choice all working together, creating a coherent experience of eating guided by internal cues. And as you visualize, notice how this integration strengthens the nervous system, reinforces mindfulness, and builds confidence in responding appropriately to hunger and fullness, effortlessly, naturally, continuously. Bring attention to subtle micro-practices that reinforce this integration, pausing between bites, noticing sensations, reflecting on hunger levels, checking in with breath, posture, and energy. And as you imagine practicing these micro-moments, notice how they accumulate, how they reinforce mindful attention, trust in the body, and balance in eating, embedding sustainable patterns effortlessly, continuously. Shift focus now to the future, imagining upcoming meals, snacks, and interactions with food. And as you visualize, imagine approaching each with presence, awareness, and trust, noticing hunger and fullness signals guiding decisions, noticing how attention and curiosity create ease and balance. And as this visualization deepens, notice the nervous system reinforcing these pathways, creating a lasting habit of intuitive eating, effortlessly, naturally, continuously. Now rest in a sense of accomplishment, noticing each time attention was focused, each time awareness guided a choice, each time curiosity was applied. And as you observe, imagine these experiences embedding deeply into the body and mind, neural pathways strengthened, habits shifting, trust in internal signals growing effortlessly, continuously. Finally, allow yourself to rest fully in this awareness, anchored, present, attuned to the body, sensing hunger and fullness as clear, reliable guides, noticing each breath, each subtle sensation, each micro movement of the body. And as you rest here, know that awareness, trust, and mindful attention are always accessible, that each meal can be an opportunity to practice presence and body-mind harmony, and that over time, intuitive eating becomes effortless, natural, and integrated into daily life. Breathe, soften, release, allow, and rest fully in the awareness of your body, mind, and internal cues, anchored, attuned, confident, capable of recognizing and responding to hunger and fullness signals, capable of creating balance and harmony with every meal.